Hello! Welcome back to Sober's Survival World. I am the aforementioned Sober One. You're the audience. And I'm just gonna fool around for a bit. We're in, oh, I don't even know where. There! Top right corner. Minecraft 1.21.10. Yeah, we're on the current version, which means I can do crazy things with copper, I guess. I don't really know what that's gonna do for me here or now, but it's something. So what I'm doing here real quick is just digging out a space I want to use for a storage bunker, as I have been describing it in my notes. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I need a proper storage room, and I don't really have that yet. Okay, let's put down the ladders real quick. Yay, cobblestone. Yay, ladders. Okay, okay, if we do that real quick, that's at least part of something. Okay, it's 4 blocks wide, or is it 5? It is 5 blocks wide. I think the big one is I'm gonna want to piece together a way to make this look nice. Like if I could add some sort of arching into here, I think that would be cool. If I expand it out in this direction to the end of the pillar, that could give me something to work with. Because that's one... Oh, problem. Okay. That would be a problem because I can't take that wood out without needing to adjust the grass, and this is like the only part of this side of the house where you can see the cobblestone. It actually adds like a nice unique element to this particular angle. Bugger. I could just do it anyway. That go. Here. And just sort of saying, screw it. Yeah, let's just do that. I think this gives me enough height to be able to incorporate some support beams. And I can have the wood running all the way down in each of the corners. I think having the stone load-bearing beam across here, I think is going to look really nice as well. Okay, is that the full 5 blocks I wanted to go? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's... Okay, I can go one more block. Okay, so that's at least something. That's telling me something. And I can just cover this up with glass or something if I really wanted to. Yeah. Cool. That's another thing I should... Well, I have a mine shaft already. I think what I should do is work on developing a quarry of some kind. The big issue for me is I never want to damage the appearance of the world around me. Yeah. Oh, the sun is already set. Let us sleep. And I have a very specific plan ready to go with this basement level what is this? Storage room. I might push it down a little bit lower, but what I'm thinking about doing is having it so that way there is... And I think the unfortunate part is I'm going to have to move the ladder. The ladder is currently here. I can hear you, Enderman. I just don't know where you are. It's currently here. I think for the basement level, I'm going to have it line up with that, or I might still keep it here. I don't know. But that I'm thinking of putting a full block here, a staircase This is a very good point. A half slab here and a staircase here. So that way there'd be a half slab here and a staircase here that would give the appearance of an arch. that is currently the game plan. First, though, I need to finish digging out this area. And then I get to decide how I want this to look, because I'm going to be doing the same thing here. I don't know what I'm going to do by and large. I think the walls are going to be a crime against humanity and just be a massive collection of cobblestone. I think it's very unlikely that I would go the extra step and decide to make it stone brick or anything such as that, but that I will try to make this look nice in general with the archway I want to design. I'll just put a torch there for now. Okay, there's no torch there. Okay, that can stay. I'm gonna pop down this bed real quick, just right here, so that way I can sleep the night away in comfort. Sleep the night away in comfort. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the floor, but I have a pretty solid plan on some of this. Where do I keep my dirt? My dirt is here. Oh dear lord, okay, so I'm gonna need an overflow chest for dirt. Where are you? I know you're here. Is it invisible? This is annoying. Okay, so unfortunately this is going to have to be oak wood. It's not going to be spruce, which I would have liked to have used spruce. But in order to accomplish some of my goals, we're going to have to do something a little different. Okay, if we do that, I can put you here. That may very well look quite nice. Just to have like a simple arch design that can run across the area. I'm going to do the same thing here, that you and you can be replaced with full planks. Then I need stairs. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see you, so I can keep this oak wood. I think that looks quite nice, actually. Let's do that. Ah. How bad are you at Minecraft? That is the question I ask myself many times a day. Oh darn. Okay, so this is going to be a problem. Okay, I'll try and figure out what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and tear this entire thing up another block, and of course, you don't actually need to be taken away, but you do. You can go here, you can go here. You are off a block somehow. Boom. Congratulations, you get to be dirt, you get to be a torch. You get to be oak wood. Okay, I can put that there, and I need to figure out what to do with this. I think I'm just gonna have it be an arch but in stone, because I can do that, why not? But I should take a look to see if I like the look of the all cobblestone. Now this is in part a bit of a throwback for me, if I'm being honest, to the storage room I had in my Xbox 360 world, where I just had a cobblestone bunker with a bunch of chests in it. I am trying to do better by adding in the... Oh, I am going to need the cobblestone because of the half slabs. Okay, that's very unfortunate. Can I leave you? No, I can't, because that block isn't even supposed to be there. Okay. That's unfortunate. How am I liking it so far? I need to figure out what to do here. I could do stone. Do I have a stone cutter on hand? I do, and I can do one better. I can get that and this. I don't want to use walls, but I can use the cobblestone. Okay, let's cut that in half. Let's just grab some of those. I don't think I needed that many, but whatever. Yeah, I definitely didn't need that many. I need more stairs, probably. Let's put a stair here. And a stair there. Put that down over there. Put that down there. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about the... about this ladder. Because I can't put it here. I could move it to a corner. That would be kind of boring, but that's something I could do. For now, let's just do that. Does that look good? The same exact thing, but in cobblestone. It looks fine. It's nothing amazing, but it looks fine. I'm going to steal these ladders real quick so I can... Yeah. Just as an example, let's start putting this in. I have a crafting table over here. I should have some... I don't. Darn, okay. Is there anything I'm going to need a full block for? No, okay. Let's just do that for now. That should be enough for filling in some of this anyway. This is very unfortunate, and I think I'm going to end up covering it with grass just to clean it up. Oh yeah, I never bothered to look to see if I like this. This I like, and I like the oak. So realistically, I think I'm going to take the... Okay, so I think having the cobblestone outline... I need to cover it with grass or moss carpet, actually. So that's going to have to be a project I work on. If I can cover some of this up with dirt, great. But once you get to here, I think I can convert this into like a proper intentional patio. So everything up to this point, like maybe I can put some stairs here or a slab or something. But this I can cover up with dirt and call it a day. Call it good. The... This you can't see, and this you can't see, so I'm just gonna tear it up and make it oak. Because it will look nicer that way. Yeah, you can see you from the outside. Okay. I can do that. We can put you here, put you here, put you there. Torch, goodbye. Torch. I am going to need torch, goodbye. I'm probably going to need a lot more wood. I need to figure out what to do about this ladder. I repeat to myself again. Okay, let's put that there real quick. I shouldn't need any of that, and I can put you here, put you there, put you there, and woohoo, it has a sort of symmetry to it. No. What's nice about this is everything except one corner block is stone. So you know what that means? We're cooking up some stone. That's only enough to cook up 4 pieces. 8 pieces, my bad. We're fine on coal. Okay. What can I do about the ladder? I think I can put it in the corner. Yeah, I'm gonna put the ladder in this corner right here. It's gonna be right underneath the chest. No, it's not. I need it in a different spot. I need it in a different spot because I don't want to affect the layout as it currently stands. I can have a row of double chests that goes around the outside. I could also dig into the side here. I could do that. That is an option. Let me just put this here real quick. Booyah. And that would add depth to the entire build, especially if I switch this out to be a row of stairs with this pushed back a block. Can I do that even? I think with the exception of right here, I should be able to, and with right here as an option, I can just push it out a bit. Yes, everything's going to plan, with the exception of this, or rather that. Do I have any moss? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that if I want to finish this up. I'm gonna get rid of that. Boom. Oh my lord, it almost looks like I'm a professional. Look at that. I just cooked up some stone like a real YouTuber. Let's go. It's only taken like 2 years for me to bother to do that. Minus that opening over there, this is the general layout I'm looking for. I know this is very old Minecraft and kind of boring, and that the exception to this is the upside down stairs. But that otherwise, this looks like it came out of the Minecraft equivalent of the Dark Ages. But it's nice. It's 3.5 blocks tall. I like the stone floor. And this is really the only thing I'm not confident in and happy with. I'll figure out what to do about that ladder in time, but for now, I think I would be content to try to start setting up chests for storage. And I want to do the same thing I normally do, where I have a chest for each wood type, a chest for dirt, gravel, sand, andesite, diorite, granite, tuff, and cobbled deep slate. The variations thereupon. The valuables chest I am going to keep here for now. I'm just going to let that be. But this feels like a nice improvement, a nice development. And I like the arches in each corner. If I could do them across, I would, but that would be tricky. And it might make it seem claustrophobic if I had the vaulted ceilings go sideways. Like stair, block here, full stair in the corner. Yeah, plus it would affect my ability to light the area up. Unless if I was to hang a light from here, if I did like a iron lantern. Where could I put it? I could put it here, actually. This could be a good spot to put the stairs. And by stairs, I of course mean ladder. That would allow me to cut into here. And the fact that I now have one set up here is going to let me retrieve the items I need to finish building the... No... Okay, that's better. Come on, come on. There we go. I have an extra stair. That's weird. Yep, we know where we're going with this. Pew. That should hopefully be enough, and that should leave me enough for 2 chests. Look at that. Look at this, folks. A nice fully enclosed Vaulted ceiling, pro Minecrafter storage room. Yeah. Of course, it's going to become very amateurish once I set it up, because it's gonna just be a series of chests, nothing impressive whatsoever. And the big question is, where am I going to want to start it? Okay, I need you there. There. Doesn't that look nice? And of course, another question is, do I want to indent it? So that way you have the view open to the air. No, you don't. Okay, I could dig into the wall like this. Put some stairs up there. And then have the chests line the wall. I could do that. Because this side is sort of the only spot where that would be a problem. Because of this cliffside. But that, other than that, this could work. So that could be the big question. For now, I am just going to place my tough and cobbled deep slate in here. They will eventually have two separate chests, but that for the time being, this is how it's going to look. How I want to do certain things. I could bring this further down and sort of have like a central point where there's crafting tables in the middle, sort of like grow it in the middle where you have the vault, the top part that's a bit arched. I could have it sink in the middle. That could be interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. For now, though, I'm going to see what happens with sleep through the night. With this. Okay, so you're going to need a block. Aha! Problem solved. You're gonna have to be cut into aha. Problem found. Okay, I can deal with that. And let's do that. Let's go here. can do that. Would that look good? Continue the oak wood pillar there. I need to finish out the full corner so I can really get a feel for what I'm looking at. Okay. Let's start with you. Now, if we're doing that, and you also get a block, what this does tell me is that I need you for the stairs. I need you for the oak. I need you to go back another block. Then let's get the oak logs real quick so that way I can take a look at this properly. Okay, put it there. Put it there, put it there. I have enough cooked stone that I can fix that one corner. I can fix it all the way. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to make a decision. Oh, I don't have enough. I thought I did. Okay, if I leave it like that, I can at least get an idea. I like it. It's going to save space in the middle. I'll be able to walk around full 360 and see everything. Can I do that? Does that work? Can I do this? Modern art right here. This is modern art right here. Without a doubt, this is the most insane thing I've ever done. I'm looking at a patch of dirt to see if it looks nice. I need a larger block palette. That's what I need. let's see if I can get this entire cavern design to work. Oh yeah. By that I mean time-lapse time. I was really hoping I could do this in one and have like 2 extra long clips and just call it a day. That plan has been altered. Let's go. One of the nice things about how I record now is that I have my settings set up in such a way that I can be playing the game and have the radio going in the background, or, you know, just have like a music app running, and you're only going to hear the gameplay footage. Even better, you're only going to hear the gameplay music, so I can have the Minecraft music running in the background at my super low volume of, I keep it at 10%, and then I can use that in the background of a time lapse instead of music by SoundCloud artists, or I tend to use Pixabay, I believe that's the name of the website, for a lot of my background audio. Highly recommend if you're a YouTube creator, or any kind of video creator for that matter, because you know, it's got good music and a lot of it is free to use. So yeah, I'm just gonna rock out to some music and work on this. Cool. See ya. Thanks for listening. Oh, 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 can you see it? Can you see it? Here it is. Okay. I really like the way this looks. And again, this was sort of the hard part. This required some fixing outside, as did both of these, which you saw on camera anyway. But from here, things went very smoothly. We had a minor creeper incident, unfortunately, but what can you do? It happens. It's okay. Everything was repaired, and I've started moving the chests in. I'm gonna properly organize them soon, but it really does not speak well to my status in the game right now that, let's see, I moved out to this area in May. It is now mid-October, and these 7 chests, which aren't even close to full, contain all of my belongings, plus this lovely 8th chest up here, with a stone shovel for some reason, an iron shovel for some reason, and a few other things. I'm out of arrows. Oh dear. That's... No, I'm not. They're right there. I'm blind. There's a difference. Oops. Why do I have a stone sword? I remember now. Bamboo. But anyway, I think this is probably going to do it for the episode. You know, the house is coming together. This was a necessary expansion. I'll figure out if I want to do anything with this, you know, either put some moss carpeting over it or just leave it as is. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world to have this. It certainly adds a new dimension to the build. I could put a oak log right here to continue the quadrant system design we have going, as weird as it is, because it's not a perfect square, it's 5 by 4 in each plank section. But it certainly is interesting. We have this over here. I might put a fence here at some point, or I might expand the patio section. I'll put a dirt block there soon to cover up that area. I need to put flowers in here, of course, and I need to finish this window, but you know, it's nice to have this area be nice and open again. I can make it a lot more functional now, as opposed to just having this one corner as a workbench. I could maybe set up more of a furnace array over here to act as a kitchen. Get the different crafting tables can go over here, or I'd probably put the furnaces here and I'd put the crafting tables over here. But it can be a lot more functional. This area can be nice and open as I want it to be, keeping the valuables chest on hand. And over time, I will spread this out and, you know, set up more chests. We're going to start with dirt from here, then probably go to sand, then gravel, then cobblestone, then andesite, diorite, granite, tuff, deep slate, other block, and then probably here put the trees. There's 11 different types of trees, so the 8 old types can fit in here with oak, birch, spruce, jungle. Oh, there's 10 here. Okay. Acacia, dark oak. I consider bamboo a wood. Then there's the mangrove and the cherry blossom tree. And there's the pale oak now. Yeah, because there's 11 wood types. Wow, I'm looking at 4 chests and can see an opening. These are 5 wide. I literally ran this math that I can fit 70 chests around here in the current setup. And if I was to choose to drop it down a block, which I might not. I'll need to decide. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out if we get up to it. Oh, I can remove that torch. So yeah. How do y'all like this setup with the full pillars in the corners, the archways rolling around here? I think this looks pretty nice. I do like the fact that since I have this plain wall over here, that it does allow me to put some furnaces in here if I so chose. Like I could put some furnaces here, I could dig into here and put a crafting table and some more furnaces. But it gives me a natural starting point, and that I can sort of go around clockwise from the most basic item in the game, dirt, and then move on to, you know, have the dirts and the gravity blocks and then the stones, and then move along to the trees, and then move along to the metallic blocks with copper and iron and the more specialized stone building blocks of like purpur, and there's the nether bricks and the nether blocks and all that. And I can sort of work my way around from here all the way around this cavern And I do like the look of it. I know it's fundamentally a square, but the archways and the rounded corners do sort of give the illusion of a circle. Like, clearly it doesn't, but in a way it does. And I do like the stone floor. Like, this is a very nice look. It's very clean. I know it's very old-fashioned, but I do like the way it looks. I do want to see what it looks like if I take the torches off and just have it set up like this. I think this is perfectly fine. And 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, something under the old rules might spawn here, but I don't know. And I could always just I could switch that out for a full block and put a lantern. I could do that. But I also like the game being very bright. I don't think things spawn at light level 7 anymore, but I could be wrong. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So yeah, those 4 blocks might result in something spawning, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I do think that looks nice. So yeah, that's the ball game. That's what we've designed here. I know it's very simple, it's very old school, but that's, you know, that's this channel in a nutshell. I do old school Minecraft. Enjoy. That's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.